Hey, welcome back to another episode of John's Crypto Therapy. On today's episode, we're going to talk about Marvel, the digital comic books. We have 3 release that is going to be a big drop. So if you guys do like this, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm already looking into this. I think this is pretty cool. The price range is pretty cheap, so a lot of people are going to get into this. And the cool thing about this, I just love the fact that you don't know what you're going to get. It's like you buying a Pokemon pack, or it's like you're buying a Yu-Gi-Oh pack, and you don't know what cards you're going to get, but I love the feeling of knowing that there is a chance of you getting something good. So that's the same feeling I've had as a child, and this brings back so much great memories. So if you guys do like that part, let me know as well, because this is something that I really do like. Okay, I really do like that Vivi itself is doing this type of drops. I'm so addicted to the fact that these are the type of drops that I would want to actually get into all the time. As a collector or a person that's looking to collect, I think this is such a cool way to do things, right? You're not just a random guy that's just buying the bigger set and you're selling it for more money. This is someone that you have to be a collector, right? You have to get all the packs. You got to go through the pain, getting some that's not going to be worth nothing, but then also getting something that could be actually super, super rare, okay? So this is such a cool way. And if you guys aren't a collector and you're trying to make some quick buck, I understand you could just get it and then sell it off at the secondary market. But the pricing in the secondary market is falling slowly. I think for some collectibles, the floor prices are going lower. So if you are looking to buy something in the secondary market, I do recommend to not buy something really high, especially if you cannot afford it. Wait for the price to come down and then try to buy it. But remember guys, if you want to get a Batman and the Batman price is so high and you really want that, hold it off. Maybe because in the near future, we could see more Batman drops or more DC drops that you guys might like. So this advice is for people that, are struggling to get something in the secondary market, or try to do the auction, see if whatever you could put in makes sense to you. But please do not put more money than you guys cannot afford, okay? I really do want to stretch that as much as I can, because I do see a lot of people struggling to buy something to change their life, right? I do see that, if you look at CryptoPunk, yes, you could buy something for maybe 0.04 ETH at that time, and now it's ridiculous. It's over maybe $500,000 and stuff. And a lot of people are looking for that life-changing opportunity, and everybody's struggling to realize the fact that we have something right in front of our face. I do believe Ecomi is going to be such a great place in the near future. That's why I try to tell as much as I can, and I'm trying to educate people as much as I can as well. Try to just buy the Ecomi token. If you cannot afford anything on the secondary market, this is where it gets really confusing. If you're looking to make money, I would say buy some digital NFT. I get it because it's symbolic and it means something to you, only for the fact that you're going to sell it in the near future to make some buck, okay? You're going to make some money out of it. But the Ecomi token, there's no real symbolic meaning behind it, so you wouldn't be afraid to sell it or buy it. But I truly do believe if you buy a bag of Ecomi tokens, this is my advice that I give a lot of people. If you do buy a bag of Ecomi tokens, and they're really dirt cheap right now, and you hold it for a long period of time, there is a great possibility that this is going to flip over and you're going to make a ton of money. And with that money, if you do like the NFTs, go back to the secondary market and whatever Batman that you ever wanted, buy it then, right? This is my advice to a lot of people that are struggling to go into the secondary market and buy it for such a high price, because I get that comment all the time saying like, it's too much, the price is ridiculous, and I get that. I do understand that, but a lot of people are just trying to make money, and I get that side as well. Do whatever you need to do. I get this is your hustle, and just make sure you guys can make some money and do it the right way. Don't get burnt, don't get ripped off, but at the end of the day, just be happy with your purchase or your investment and just continue with that, okay? Do not second guess yourself. Once you second guess yourself, everything goes down the drain, okay? That's the last advice I can get. Let's jump into this Marvel digital comic books and let's just see how cool this is, okay? These 3 look like the ultra rares. These are all colored in. I would not think this would be the common, so this is really cool to see. I like this Marvel comics right here. I really do. I would go for the Fantastic Four as well. Growing up, you already know who the Fantastic Four are. You got Torch, you got everyone in that scene, and it's pretty cool, You're just looking into it, remembering Elastic Man. That's what I used to call him, right? When I was a child, I used to be like, this is Elastic Man. It's pretty cool to see like all the memories that are stored in the past actually coming into the future, and this is the only place that could do it really well. So Ecomi, you guys are just killing the game, and I love this about you guys. All right, you guys are doing such a great job, but more or less the community behind this, you guys are empowering them to do so much. As much as you guys might not believe this, you guys are the true power line towards Ecomi's success, okay? So let's keep going down. So this one itself, I could see this like common, uncommon, and all of that as well. Right here you can see his classic cover, vintage hero. Wow, this is going to be really cool. True believer, guys. You can already see the edition itself. It is going down lower once you get to the secret rare, so this is going to be pretty cool, and the pricing is pretty cheap. So $6.99. I do believe you guys can double this or even triple it. It's very easy to see, like a lot of people are going to be collecting this, and if you cannot get it like the secret rare, it is going to go higher in price. So this is pretty cool. I love the colors, I love how it looks, and this is really authentic, realizing that this is the first ever Marvel's comic book, first edition. So this is a must in my book. So that's my number one, guys. If I had to pick 2 out of the 3, this is going to be my number one, and I'm really addicted to the fact that this is going to be really priceless, especially to a lot of collectors. So if you guys are about that collecting scene, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. So this will be my number one. If I had to get 2 out of the 3, I am going to go for that. I would not get the 85, especially not right now. It's not going to be my first one, but I like the theme behind Thor and Odin. They have like such a great bond, especially when you realize in some movies he'll help you out, some movies he'll backstab you, and there's such a great diversity behind that, especially as brothers, you know. And this is such a cool storyline. I would not go for this, reasons why. I think the other 2 are going to get sold out before this, so I'm just going to play it off smart. Okay, this is going to be the same thing, classic vintage hero. You already got everything. You got your secret rare, only 500. Wow, only 500 of the secret rare. So the price is going to skyrocket. We will see a price increase. I see someone's going to put a huge price up, and a lot of people are just going to follow that plan. We'll just see how much it gets sold for, and then from there, then we could put the real price tag on these secret rares. Okay, this will be another one. This will be my second choice to get, reasons why it says the first. And you got your secret rare, you got your hero, you got everything in here, and this is so cool. Like, I'm really addicted to the fact that these guys are doing it so big, and to get some kind of license like this, I would not imagine how much work goes behind the scenes. So you got to give it up to them. They are bringing some real good collectors into this, and a lot of people are going to come and become better collectors, or better hodlers, or better people that just want to start collecting in general. So this is really good. So for me as a collector slash investor, I would say this is something that I would never sell. I think this is just going to be in the backline for life, and it's just going to have so much meanings towards me. So this is going to be pretty cool. This is a question for all my subscribers. If you guys did get the secret rare and you got a chance to just get one secret rare, but you see that the price in the secondary market increases, would you guys hold on to that secret rare, or would you guys sell it? That's the question I'm trying to ask you guys. I think Ecomi is built like a huge battling machine that we're going to go with this for life. And guys, remember, you guys are the first to be here. So while Ecomi gets better and stronger, realize that you were the first. And if that does not mean something to you guys, then I don't know what to say. Remember, 5 years from now, looking back into the past, and you guys realize that you were the first ones here, and remember all the stories you're gonna tell everyone, and all the people that you tried to believe, and all the people that you try to convince that Ecomi is going to go to the moon. Remember, at the end of the day, you got you, and you're gonna make it no matter what. So let's continue with it. So those are gonna be the 3 drops, guys. We're going to switch the topics. We're gonna go to the Omi chart, and let's get into it. This one's gonna be juicy. So to all my traders, to everyone that loves to trade, we're jumping in right now. Let's get. All right, guys, we're back into the charts. Let's get started. I got myself a hot chocolate right beside me, and hopefully you guys get something like a little snack for yourself. This one's going to be pretty juicy. So everyone that is a trader, to all those that want to learn, to all those that are investors in general, welcome, because honestly, guys, this is powered by education, and with your education, you guys are going to make the right decision. So we were in the markets, we were understanding where the price is going to go. So if you guys did not understand my last video, I'm just going to explain it, but I'm going to go really quick. This is not going to be a redo of that video. If you guys do want to watch that video and understand patterns, go to that video. I will put it in the link below so you guys understand what's going on with price at that time. All right, so we had a pendant shape as well, guys. If you guys look carefully, we had a pendant going up like this, right? And then we had the apex level, and we were looking for that breakout. The next pattern that we did have as well is this beautiful channel, and we were just dictating where the price is going to go. So a lot of people would say this is a bull flag pattern, and it's totally fine because the way it looks, yes, it looks like a bull flag pattern. The way I'm taught, the way I've learned how to read a pattern style is very different. So I'm going to explain to you why I consider this somewhat of a bull, but it's really not in a sense because of the fact of the retracement. The retracement was really deep. So guys, look at this very carefully, okay? A lot of people would miss this, and it's totally fine, but it's basically, I like to look at this retracement for a stronger bull shape pattern move, okay? I want the retracement to not pass 50%. So let's look at this very carefully. Okay, so let's get it from the bottom right here. So this is the Fibonacci tool, guys, if you guys know already. So let's do this right here. Let's get it right to the top. Okay, guys, so let's do our best to try to meet to the top. And right here, this is the 50 mark. Okay, this is the 50 mark. All right, so I'm gonna draw this out as good as I can for you guys. So right here, so this is the 50 mark. So if I knew that the bull shape pattern was right here and it did not go lower than the 50 move, right, the 50 retracement, right guys, this is the Fibonacci, I put it up, and this is the retracement peak going all the way back down. If I knew that the bull flag pattern, right, did not break the 50, then I could say, you know what, this is going to be a strong bull shape pattern. This is what I was looking for. If it kept going like this and it held on the 50 zone, then I could look for a strong bias to the upside. This would be a strong bull shape pattern move, okay guys? But we did not get that. We had a deeper retracement. You can see right here, the retracement right here went close to exactly 78. Okay, so in between 78 and 61.8, we had a retracement right here. So this one right here did not hold any value in these levels, so that's totally fine. We still have a resistance right here, support and resistance zone. So we did have a flip over. We do see price. If you guys look at this back end of the 61.8, we did have rejection. That's resistance pushing the market down. Found maybe a double bottom right here, and then we'd seen the price going up. So we predicted that the price was going to go up, and then finally we had this channel. So would you guys consider a bull flag? That's totally fine if you guys do. The way I'm typically taught, it is up to the 50 zone. If it does break down towards the 50, then maybe the retracement is not as strong enough for that flag pattern. But saying that, that does not mean that the price is not going to go up. There's other fundamentals going to place showing us that the price can absolutely skyrocket. Okay, we're still looking for a 2 to 5 cents Omi token by the end of the year, and that's my goal. That's my price prediction. We're gonna see how we're gonna get there. Okay guys, so please do not be afraid. Please do not look at this chart and be like, yo, this chart is actually so hard, I don't know what I'm looking at, and just give up. Do not be that person. Please stay as much as you can, learn as much as you can, and ask your questions. I will try my best to identify your issues, try to help you with your analysis on my videos, okay, so everybody can learn, because if you have that question, a lot of people will have that question as well. For a bull flag pattern, I do not want it to exceed over 50, but that's totally fine. If it does, it could still be a pattern, but would it be a strong pattern? That's what we have to decide over time. Okay, let's take away this retracement right there. Let's zoom it in right here. Okay guys, let's get into work. So clearly you guys could see something special happen yesterday, and we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this very carefully. Let me zoom it in for you guys so you guys can see a bigger picture right here. So let's get the tools out. All right, so right here, when we were looking at this price, we were looking somewhat to sell. Okay guys, so guys, right here we were looking to sell, and it was totally fine. We were in the inside of the channel. We were maybe hesitant. We would understand that this price was a good opportunity to sell. If you guys did get stopped out, that's totally fine. Remember, we were looking for this beautiful divergence as well. The divergence actually was from here to here, but you could clearly see this is not a divergence anymore, guys. This was not a divergence. Here to here would have been a divergence. So I'm gonna draw this out for you guys right here. So right here to this peak right here, when we were at the market, we were looking at lower price while the RSI was going higher in price, thus making us believe there was a divergence, and we had this beautiful retracement level, support and resistance zones. We had this trend line going down. We had a lot of confluence that this could be a sell-off. Even though the sell-off did not happen, we were patient. We understood that the price was going to show us why we needed to sell the market. So if this pattern did not work, we take this and we bring it to the top. And if we can bring it to the top, look carefully right here, guys. So once I bring this to the top right here, you guys can clearly see that the price is still going higher. Okay, that's pretty cool. The price is still going higher, while the price right here is going lower. It's very understanding. If you guys knew how to trade, I'm going to explain this as much as I can, okay? So once we see the breakout right here of the pivot point, look at this very carefully, guys, please. As much as I'm trying to teach you, look at this very carefully. This pivot point, right? Once it broke down, where did the target go to? Exactly right here at S2. S2 was hit. Can you guys see that? Whenever it broke the pivot zone, the weekly zone, and it went down, we knew that S1 and S2 have a high probability that the market will hit. So right here, when we did break P, the pivot point, and then we went to R1, we found this as a support and resistance zone. Look left, we have structure, beautiful trend line going down. We found this as a way of selling the market, which did not happen. That's totally fine. You would have took a small loss. Remember, in the markets, you want to take your losses. The reasons why you would take a small loss, you wouldn't hold on to this position knowing that the market had a possibility of going higher. right? You do not want to do that. Take your small loss, then understand, okay, there's going to be a reversal going to happen. There has to be a reversal that's going to happen. Once you identify there's going to be a reversal, which we did right here, but then we moved it higher, right guys? We moved it higher, realizing the market's going down while the RSI is still going up. There had to be a reversal. And if you guys are smart investors, smart traders, remember what I told you guys, whenever pivot gets hit, it goes to S2. Right here, when the pivot was hit, we knew that the price actually went to R2. Okay, the opposite. Exactly R2. This is S2, this is R2. So when it went up, guess what we were looking for? Already we were looking to sell. So if you guys knew that we were looking to sell, what you would have done right here is you would have doubled your position. You would have doubled it. Reasons why: you would have got back your loss plus more. And remember, this position right here, even if you got to a sell right here, guys, listen to this very carefully, and you held onto the position, guess what? You would have still been in profit over time, but you had to get out of that trade. So because we've seen this, we could have waited to see if this was a fake out. We didn't know if this was a fake out, guys. You do not want to enter the market off of the first move. We're not aggressive traders. We need a pullback. And I'm going to talk about this pullback. And is this pullback a confirmation for us to buy? We're going to talk about that. Everything on this channel we're going to talk about, because I want to educate as much as I can. So as we knew that the price was going to R2, we had this beautiful divergence. Guess what? We're looking to sell. And anyone that took this opportunity and actually sold the market, good for you guys, because you guys are actually watching my content. And a lot of people actually email me telling me, hey John, look, I've actually sold the market. Look at R2, I sold the market and it actually worked out. Reasons why: we have this beautiful divergence at this level, but guess what? If it doesn't work out, what do? You move it to a different level. Guys, you're always looking into the market every single day, looking for opportunities, okay? Have your bias. If you believe it's a sell, look for selling opportunities. But if the sell does not work, after a while, you got to switch your bias and then switch it to a buy. All right, it's very simple. So we're going to talk about that as well. Okay, so now we understand that each time it breaks the pivot, we're looking at S2 or R2, guys. It's very simple. Okay, and for those that did buy this position, that's totally fine. You guys would have taken your take profit, but you can clearly see right here, this was an extra manipulation in the market. The market mover just wanted to up the price just to dump the price, guys. Look very carefully. Okay, they just upped the price, so a lot of people will be like, you know what, the market broke, I want to get into a buy, let's go buy. And then they buy the position right here, and then next move they just dump it on you guys. This is how manipulation happens. This is how they make a ton of money. The best thing we could do is understand where price is going to go and try to make the best at it. Remember, you have a divergence right here and it clearly tells you to sell the market. And we knew that each time it breaks the pivot point, it goes to S2 or R2. Clearly you can see that this is take profit 1 for S1 and S2 will be take profit 2. So you can clearly see that it worked out really well. So let's look at this very carefully now, okay? Now we see that the price is exactly at this level. Let me refresh the chart just to show you guys that, you know, this is all fresh. I'm not here to record it and then put it out when the market's already done. That's not how I work, okay? So right here, we can see something really special, okay? We can see a retest of structure on R1, okay? But the most important thing, guys, I want to draw this out as much as you can. Remember when I told you guys, whenever you're trading, every single day you want to come back, look at the market, see if the market moved and have a different bias. Do not stick to the same bias, okay? If you are going to be narrow-minded, you will lose this because this market has a buy opportunity and a sell opportunity. You cannot look to sell all the time. You cannot look to buy all the time. If you have that type of mindset, you will lose a lot of money, and this is not a market that you should be playing. So look carefully right here, guys. This trend line could draw it in more deeper, let it touch that wick. But also there is an arrow right here too, guys. There is a wick rejection here. Is there a possibility maybe I could draw this trend line maybe deeper in? Let's try that. Let's see if this zone will be hit right here. We wanted to see a retracement. Let's see exactly around 0.0028. Can this be a buying opportunity? Let's just see if this makes sense. So when I bring it in, okay, let's go like this. Wow. Okay, look at that, guys. So let's see if everything actually comes to my criteria. Okay, let's go to the very top and look at this. All right, right here we can see that it did touch. We're good there. When we go lower, you guys can see that it touched right here. We're good there. It touched right there. We're perfectly fine there. And also, guys, it did touch right here as well. So clearly it's making sense. We're getting a lot of wick rejection off of this trend line. So maybe it makes sense. And look at that, okay? So if it did break out, okay, and it did break out and it goes to R2, that's totally fine, guys. We still got into a sell position, realizing that the opportunity of the sell was right here, but this trend line did not hold. That's totally fine. All right, we got into a sell here. We made back our money plus doubled the position. I even told you guys we were looking to sell. Reasons why the divergence was right in front of our face. Okay, so now when we're looking at this market, whoa, we have a different perspective. We do have this beautiful retracement. Guys, do you see that? We have this pull up, then we see the market coming back down, and we have a beautiful retracement. Let's do this hypothetically. Let's see where the market's going to go. I'm gonna put it on the bottom. I'm gonna put this trend line like this, okay guys? I'm just gonna take it and put it on the move right here, the bottom move, okay? And right here, when we do that, we can see something very, very secure. We can see left that has structural meaning. So that means that there is a great possibility that the market could go all the way up here and we can see a reversal. We can see a retracement back down, okay? That's the first way to see it, all right? So to a lot of traders, this is very crucial. I would not consider this a beautiful buy opportunity until I see 0.0036. I would not have confidence to buy this market and try to trade it for the bias to the upside. Reasons why this zone is such a dangerous zone. When you look at it, there's so much wick rejection. There's a lot of inner candles that is being flopped to the downside. So this is like a brick wall. All right, guys, we do have support here as well, but a lot of resistance. Because it's a brick wall, I do not want to say we're going to be bullish until we break this zone. So if we do not break this zone of 0.0036, I would not consider myself bullish. I do want to see a breakout, retest of structure, then we're going to see the price actually going up. All right, so for all my students that are wondering, is this a good opportunity to trade? Absolutely. Reasons why: we're above the natural pivot zone. Guys, look very carefully. We're really above the natural pivot zone. The one factor that I would say right now to all those that do like to trade the Ichimoku, it is a stalemate. Reasons why: it would be in the cloud. Let's put the Ichimoku on real quick. And you can see it's in the cloud, so technically you do not want to trade. But the good scenario is very careful. When you look here, we do have the retracement of the cloud turning green. All right, we do have this lagging indicator right here, this green one. If you guys can see, this is the lagging one. We do want the lagging one to be over the cloud. Once we do see that and we do have a pullback, then we can see a beautiful buying opportunity. But that's if you like to trade the Ichimoku. Personally, me, I'm a price action type of person. I do not need these to trade, but I like to show as much as I can, showing opportunity to a lot of people that there's a lot of ways of trading this market, okay? So when we look at the Bollinger Band, this is why we got into another position here. Look at this wick rejection, beautiful divergence as well, guys, if you look at it. So we knew that the price was actually going to go down. Whatever position you did here, you just double it here and you make a lot of money at the end of the day, okay, guys? So let's move away from this chart right here. Perfect. So for me, because we have this beautiful retracement, we could look for a buying pressure. A lot of students would do it very differently, so I'm just gonna explain as much as you can. If you want to see it, you would trade off of this breakout of this beautiful body of this candle. So you do not want to get into a buy position until this body of this candle at 0.0030 gets broken. So I wouldn't be surprised, guys. I recommend you guys to wait in a sense because you don't know what price is going to do. So we can see price actually going up here, making a double top right here, okay, guys? And if we do see like a double top formation, we do see that the price does hold there for some reason. We could see this as a fake out, and then guess what? We can see price can actually reverse and go back into the formation of this channel. And if we do get that, we need to be careful because the price will sink really quick. Is this a manipulation move? It could be, but because we had this pullback right here and retest of the trend line, this trend line was really supportive throughout our journey. We could use this as a confluence to buying the market. Where I would do my take profit would not be in the cloud. Guys, you want to be very cautious. Put this leg of AB, put it right here of this retracement of this move, and then put it to the top side. So this is where I would look to take profit. Reasons why: I do not want it to flip over right before I do try to take profit around 0.0036. This section is very heavily armed, so we do not know if price can break through this. I think we need a good propel of a good news maybe to break through this barrier. If not, we're going to be held underneath here and we're looking at consolidation maybe for a longer period of time, or we're looking at price to actually go back down a little bit more, okay? So a lot of students would wait for a breakout of this body of this candle or the wick of this candle for a confirmation to the upside. Because this is the first leg and we have this retracement, guys, we do want to see another leg up. If you really wanted to, this is a safer way to trade it. If you guys do like to be a little bit more safer, you could wait for the trade. So right here we had this beautiful move, right? We had a beautiful push up retracement right here, okay? We could wait for a move up right here, then a retracement. Once we get that retracement, this is a second retracement, right, guys? Look carefully. One, and then we got one retracement right there. Push up, second retracement. Because this is our second retracement, this would be the golden zone to buy. All right, so if I did get into a position here, then I will be shooting for the top of this zone right here. Okay, this is the only way I would not believe that this has steam to go all the way up. I think we need to see a great pullback. Yes, price right here can go all the way back up right here, guys. It could go to the 0.0034, then we could get the pullback. Let's just see the retracement as well to see if this retracement makes sense, if this zone is like a 50 zone as well. So if it is a 50 or a 60 zone, it makes sense. We're basically predicting what the future move is going to be. This is the great thing about being a trader, guys. You understand where price is going to go and you have fun with it, okay? This is all what trading is about. Have fun with it. Understand that the market is in your hand. You're trading with a lot of millionaires, billionaires. You're trading with the biggest fishes in the world, okay? So this is a great talent to have. If you do want to learn how to trade, guys, I'm showing you as much as I can, and you'll learn how to trade throughout this series of all my videos. Okay, so let's get this Fibonacci out as well. So let's pull it right here. Okay, let's just say that's the move right here. We're looking for this move right here. Okay, so this is going to be the end move, and the pullback, look carefully, guys. We do have this beautiful pullback. If we're looking at a pullback at the zone, we're looking at the 50 retracement. That is perfect. A 50 retracement is still great confirmation for us to shoot to the moon. All right, and to those that do like trading bull flag pattern, I just want to make sure you guys understand this as well. Bull flag pattern, what you would do typically is this. When you're looking for a take profit, you would take your line right here, get the bottom of the move, and then the top of the move, give or take some moves, guys. You would wait for a breakout, which we already have right here. Okay, so you'll take this line, you'll put it actually at the bottom of that retracement zone, or you could put at the breakout. I like to do at the bottom, give it a little more room to breathe. And when we look at this, let's put this horizontal line and let's look left to see if this zone is giving us identification of why the zone might be real. Okay, so let's look left. Let's see exactly where this price is going to go. Wow, look at this, guys. Very carefully, we have this beautiful resistance right here. We have the markets going down, going back up, finding resistance, and then the market dumps lower. Okay, so let's keep looking left. Let's see if we can find any more clues. Okay, we have buying pressure. The price went back down and then it pushed back up. So we could see that this zone is being respected really, really well. So if you are looking for the flag pattern and you're looking for a take profit, this would be the zone that I'm looking for, 0.0066. Okay, guys, that's the case when you're looking for a bull flag pattern. Okay, right now we're just going microscope. We're understanding what the market is about to do. Okay, so best case scenario, if you guys are hesitant traders, what I would say, wait for a breakout of R2. If the candle cannot close above R2, do not get into a buy position. If it does break R2 and we have a retracement, that's the second retracement down, then we're gonna buy off of that zone. Right here, it is a good opportunity to buy. I got into a buy position here. It was a risky buy. Because it was a risky buy, I already moved my stop loss to break even. Because of that, I am safe and I'm good to go. Reasons why it was a risky buy. When you look at this structure right here, we have this beautiful zone. And this zone is showing me that, you know what, it found resistance at a previous resistance zone. Yes, the candle did close above the previous close of these candles. That's totally fine. I get that. Because of that element of this candle closing a little bit higher above these wicks, this is the reasons why I'm looking to buy off the back end of this trend line. So my target is going to be very simple. I am going to look for R2. Reasons why we can finally see push to the upside. We could actually see a reversal right here going back down to the downside. And if this is the case, this was a fake out. All right, but if this is true to its value, you'll see it push the upside, candle going back down, retracing on wherever the retrace is, guys. That's where we're gonna get in. So my elements to another buy is going to be very simple. So we need price to break this R2 zone. That's very careful. Okay, listen to this very careful. After it breaks, we need to see the price going back down. All right, we need to see price going back down. So let's just say it breaks R2. Let's just put it right there at that dot right there. So if it breaks R2 right here, we have a retracement right here at the 50 or the 61.8. Once I get that retracement, I will look to buy the market. So this move right here broke the previous high. If it does not break the previous high, guys, and it goes below it, then you know what? I'm not looking to buy anymore because I do not have confirmation that this buy is strong enough. It didn't give me confirmation. If it broke, then I'm looking to buy. If it did not break the previous high, what's the point of buying? Because this could be a flip over and we can see price going down or sideways. Okay, if it does break this R2 zone and the body of the candle closes above it, that's the only time I will look for a retrace of price, buy it off of a 50 level or a 61.8 level to the upside. All right, so this is my little rant on Omi tokens. So if you guys do like this chart analysis, let me know as well. Let me know what you guys think the price is going to do for short term. And if you guys do believe this is a bull flag pattern, do you really believe those numbers can be hit? So let me know in the comments below. I would love to know your opinions. And now we're gonna switch to the BTC chart. And now let's look at the BTC chart and see exactly how it's playing off to my prediction. So this is pretty juicy. Let's get started with that. All right, so for the BTC chart, all we're doing is playing it simple. We're in a position right here, exactly around the 47,872 zone. We knew that the price was going to go down. We were looking for sells throughout this whole series, guys. We were looking to sell throughout this whole series. Because of that sell opportunity or that sell price, we knew that this RSI divergence was real. We see the markets going up, RSI is going down. We were looking to sell each time. So once it broke the pivot, we already sold off right here at the very top. But once it broke the pivot, we knew there was a great opportunity to sell. What we're doing now is holding it off. We have potential profits. So we're moving our stop loss to break even. And because of that, we are going to ride this wave to S2. If it does not go to S2 and we do have a flip over, that's totally fine. We're going to break the level of 48,732 level. Once we see that broken, then we can see a great opportunity to buy. If you guys want to take your profits out of the sell, that's totally fine. But I truly do believe we have a great chance of reaching S2 before we see great buying opportunities. So once again, I'm looking to buy right here at this level. Reasons why: we have a great structure of S2, finding great support. We're gonna see price going down. Once it broke pivot, weekly pivot, we see S1 being hit. Finding a doji right here, we can see price going to S2, and if it goes there, that's totally fine. If it doesn't, that's all right as well. We do have a stop loss right here at break even, and if it flips over, that's totally fine. That means we're losing nothing at all because we're at break even. If you guys do want to do trailing stop, that's totally fine as well. Trailing stop will follow your profits and then lock it in when it goes back up. Okay, so that's a pretty cool way of trading as well. So remember what I'm trying to show you guys. We do have this Ichimoku. So this is the biggest thing I could tell all my followers that do love Ichimoku. We're good to go. We have this beautiful green. We also have the lagging indicator above the cloud. This is a great opportunity only to buy. What I'm doing is a hedge against the trade, a reversal trade. Reasons why: I want to see it land on a zone that makes a lot of confluence. Look at this resistance. This zone was touched many times, guys. Look at this very carefully. Very carefully. This zone was respected. If I was an institutional firm, what I would do is try to buy it at a low price. This price right here is basically telling me, come here, sit down right here. If you sit down and get a price right here, nothing is going to go wrong. Reasons why: we have so much confirmation that this zone is super strong. This is like a steel wall. And because of that, we will see price going down. If it does not go down, that's totally fine. We already locked in some profits. Let's just see what we could do with this. This is a stalemate. But remember, guys, at the end of the day, this bigger picture is a buy. All right, this is a buying opportunity. So if you guys do like my videos, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate every single one of you guys for coming into my videos, watching it, and asking as much questions as you can. I really do love that about you guys, and make sure you guys are hungry every single day for your goal and never give up. Other than that, take it easy, and John out. Peace.